About the guy calling the signals. He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Prescott off play action. And right away, he lost the football. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, it was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field and looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick-6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick-6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke with a shake and bake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his block.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect. NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, that's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great. Not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Looking to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. They'll look to throw. Steps away. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far. And
when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. But I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day, the only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you've got that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
On 1st down, Young, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage excellent there downfield, and it leads to a 4th down. Oh, and it's off the mark. Harrison Butker pushed it to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, and it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Isaiah Simmons came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 45. Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, And it's third down. Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Here's Young. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay.
I think puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Prescott looks to throw on first. There's Trimble, the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They go play action here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. This is Smith with a grab.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Young. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. Out to his left. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and they will open things up a bit more. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. They'll run on first down. It's Young, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Terry McLaurin, 71 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And the final readout on Next Gen Stats, remarkable. That ball traveling close to 80 yards in the air.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Elliott.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Again, it's Elliott.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal. Now Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tommy Trimble.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30.
Let's go.
And all the way down to the 27. A big play there for Philly. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Young on the carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. After the penalty, it's Elliott. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards to pick up there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Back now in Arlington. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone,
and this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tommy Tremble
with his second touchdown. The game, fourth of the year, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. They'll let Elliott try and run it in, and he's going to get into the end zone for 2, and they're back within 2 scores, down 15 now, and they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Young, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Making the catch, this is the tight end, Oliver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the ground, they go with Young. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, it's Young. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This to make it a 3-score game late. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
First down, Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And they'll run again.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Taylor is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
That caught by Tremble.
And out across midfield down to the 45.
Let's go. Do it.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
45.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Going for the deep ball. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jet. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Slings this deep from McLaurin, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A big play there for Philly.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's a...
Back in Week 8, the Eagles won a thriller in their previous game against the football team. Can Washington get revenge? Find out next on EA Sports.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington football team. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions. and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Lance. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Lance now to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun now for Lance.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Now on comes the Washington field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Lutz puts this one through.
And it's 3-0 Washington.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here come the Eagles for their initial possession of the game. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. 2nd and 6. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Lance now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question was... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
Don't do us like that.
So that one will be accepted. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Smith catches left side. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of the defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, it's Lance. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I believe that goes down. He's going to take another look.
Let's go, fellas.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Lance. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Touchdown! That's caught. De'Ami Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go.
And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Washington football team on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Aaron Jones has a touchdown on the ground.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field.
And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Rolling to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at we'll call it the 37-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Try to power it in with Arma. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2nd and 9. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
From the 36, Lance. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
back now at FedEx Field. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second down, back to Sanders. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. Short throw into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. From the gun, it's Lance. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Again, it's Lance. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Nick Boyle, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington defense getting ready. They got a little steam following the interception the last time they were out there, Charles.
And they want to keep that going now because once you get one, you wanted to multiply and turn into a bunch more. And right now, they're putting up their version of a no-fly zone.
No-fly zone. I like that. We had a flyover before the game.
Yeah, but this time they would intercept it.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. The Eagles on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, and he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And they're going to speed things up here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. And Devontae Smith, the intended receiver.
Third down here. On play action, they'll throw.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Second down, back to Sanders.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Come on, dog!
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Lance. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back, finding some room at midfield. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 26. 43 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.